In this video, we will discuss the Rwandan Genocide that occurred in 1994. Genocide is the deliberate killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation. Rwanda is located in the Middle East of Africa and consists of three groups. The Hutus made up 84% of the population, the Tutsi made up 15%, and the Twa only made up 1% of the population. Tensions between the Hutus and Tutsis were evident years before the genocide occurred. The Hutus strongly believed that the rightful rulers of Rwanda lied with them. To prevent the Tutsi from gaining political power, Habyarimana used ethnicity as a use of discrimination. Sound familiar? In 1990, the Rwandan Patriotic Front invaded Rwanda, triggering a civil war that challenged Hutu power. In an attempt to avoid civil war, Habyarimana agreed to a truce and even was willing to share his power. On April 6, 1994, President Habyarimana of Rwanda was killed instantly when his plane was hit by a missile and crashed. To this day, there is no certain answer as to who was behind the attack. Even though there is no evidence as to who was behind the attack, the Rwandan radio station immediately blamed the RPF and ordered for all Tutsis to be killed. The majority of Rwanda lacked in literacy and foreign language skills. Therefore, many relied on the radio for information. The government took advantage of this and used the media as a framing tool for their own agenda. Radio stations not only ordered mass killings of Tutsis, but also organized roadblocks and read the names of accused enemies that had been tracked down and killed. The spread of fear, panic, and encouragement to kill all Tutsis is mainly blamed on the Rwandan radio. The Rwandan genocide consisted of a 3-month period of brutal massacres that killed hundreds of thousands of Tutsis at the hands of the Hutus. Hutus did not join killer groups solely due to pure ethnic hatred. Other reasons behind joining these groups was a desire to protect their country, to satisfy their drive for power, settle scores, and most of all, greed. The Hutus used many brutal tactics on the Tutsis. Many were hunted down and mutilated before killed, and the use of machetes were widely used instead of bullets. Some were even forced to join the attacks. Women were raped and tortured in front of their families, and pregnant women had their stomachs slashed open. An estimated 800,000 to 1 million Rwandans died. Around 2 million sought refuge, 75% of all Tutsis were murdered, and 333 murders occurred every hour for 100 days. RPF commander Paul Kagame refused to end the civil war until the killing stopped. Slowly, the RPF gained more territory since government forces were more focused on the genocide rather than the fight for Kigali. On July 4th, the RPF defeated the Rwandan government forces in Kigali. This is an important event to remember because if a genocide were to occur again, the memory of the mutilation and cruelty that occurred will result in an immediate international reaction to put a stop to it. The Rwandan genocide stands out because it had more killings in a short period of time than any other genocide in history. The lack of international response to this event resulted in a lot of guilt and regret to multiple countries that had the power to stop it.